Okay.
You were at the
I was at the baby's funeral once, and it was
were all the baby friends there? It's like a nursery school.
They were all just crying.
no, it was
what's happening?
It was really horrible. Of course it was, but it had a lot of comedy in there. Oddly enough, so my cousin had a baby, and at the point of birth, they knew that the baby isn't going to survive.
So they waited until it was born, and then
Yeah, she wanted to go through with the pregnancy. She didn't want to abort it at the time.
okay.
So, but she already had like two sons, and they're young. They weren't even in kindergarten yet.
That's a lot of effort.
Right.
Okay.
So
And also explaining.
now that's the thing. This
Carrying
is
my
where
dead
the
baby.
comedy kicks in, because children are ruthless. So
Yeah.
so okay, this is what happened, right? So she prepared her sons for the fact that
There.
their sister, they knew that it's going to be a sister, that she will die, right? She will not survive.
Oh, she hadn't died yet.
No. So she died shortly after birth. So
What was that? Did they shout dinner time? Sorry.
her
wanna
father-in-law,
ask
father-in-law,
question.
he's a carpenter, and they made the coffin with
This
the
is the
boys.
story of Jesus.
Yeah, totally. They made the coffin with the boys, and it's the tiniest coffin that I've ever seen.
Oh no.
Like tiny, and they finger painted it and stuff. It was all very nice. Like there was a whole process. Anyway, so we go to the funeral. My cousin's brother and I, like also my cousin in that case, we are good mates. We drive there together, and it's all extremely tragic, because I know that
Your cousin's brother.
Wait. Was it a hearse or more like a like a tuk-tuk? They took the
One of those like
coffin in.
mole trolleys.
wait, under the arm, like literally carried it
Like a briefcase.
like a briefcase. So
You kind of want like 4 dudes.
yeah, there wasn't a lot of pallbearers, I can tell you that. So like it was one guy carrying it, and then
Was he just swinging it like a fucking
we put
shopping bag?
put the coffin in the ground, and I'm standing there.
You mean like the little hole?
Wait. Did they lower it down with ropes?
No, fuck,
Just
no.
put it-
just
under
on
a
your
rock.
knees, and then
Oh, okay.
Under a rock somewhere.
Oh, so it was more like a
wait,
it was
stop.
more like a 6-inch hole, not a 6-foot hole. Like
We're experiencing
we have
some
technical
technical difficulties.
the XYZ
I think it's-
podcast will be back after these messages.
I think it's the ghost baby haunting Christian for making fun of him.
Yeah, it's payback from Jesus.
Mhm.
So we are outside of the church in the graveyard. We're letting the coffin down, and then everyone was supposed to go back inside to the church for what do you call this? The ceremony.
The wake or
yeah.
There's some zoo biscuits.
Some pastor tells stuff, and then usually you would go through the history of the person that died, right? But
She lived
in that case, it was
a day.
there was an hour, and so,
Yeah, they made him talk for an hour.
no,
No.
she
Oh,
lived for an
her
hour.
life.
An hour of material out.
Yeah.
Wait. I do have one question before you do that. But it lived for an hour.
Roughly.
Was it breastfeeding?
I don't think so.
Why would you ask?
Well, you're a
Why the
horrible human being.
The baby dies, and the first thing you think, did I get to see some titties from mom?
It would be the first and last meal. It's like the first and
Wow.
last supper.
Wow.
Okay, that's all right.
Fucking rough.
Okay.
I'm standing there. I'm standing there with the 2 boys, and my auntie. We're just standing there. It's like 4 or 5 of us, and the little boys. They realize that everyone is going back inside, and one of them turns around to us and goes like, "All right, okay, we take her with us, right?"
He didn't
What?
understand.
He didn't understand
The
the concept that.
Oh no!
Of course, yeah, dead and stuff.
Yeah.
But we don't leave her in the
You don't
dirt,
just
are we?
leave-
Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Valid.
It's a valid question.
Yeah.
So, but it continues on. So, a couple of months later, they are at my mom's house. So the whole family, the sons and stuff, and they are talking about that she might get pregnant again. And then one of the sons goes, "Yeah, maybe that one will survive."
Yo. It's a horrible. Man.
It's a very natural reaction
Yeah.
to something
Yeah.
incredibly tragic.
For sure.
Everyone, like, as a grown-up, you think these things, but you don't say them out
Yeah,
loud.
yeah,
But
yeah.
as a child, that filter doesn't exist just yet.
Just comes straight out there.
It's like, yeah, maybe that one will survive. Like, let's see.
Better luck next time, mom.
She's, she had a third child, and they're all.
It's like when you get a sister and your mom tells you, "Oh, it's a girl." You go, "Ah, fuck! I didn't want a girl. I wanted an older brother. I wish she was dead." You guys ever do that? No.
I only have brothers, and they are all awesome.
You never wanted like an older sister or something?
No, I think my mom wanted a girl.
Yeah.
But wait.
Yeah.
Why do you want an older sister?
I always wanted an older sister or older brother.
But how? If you're born first, you're the
Yeah,
old-
but that's
Maths.
kid logic.
That's not how it works as a
Okay.
child, right?
You don't want a younger brother or a younger sister.
No, they're annoying.
It's annoying. Yeah, the
Okay.
worst. My younger sister's fucking. What's up, Shay? I was pissed when she was born. I was genuinely upset.
Were you jealous?
I was hardcore jealous, and like
Yeah.
she was getting attention, and yeah, it was,
But actually, apparently, the trick that you're supposed to do is the first time. How old were you when your sister was born?
5.
Maybe that's too late, but when they're smaller, like you bring them to see the mum and the child, and the kid needs to be not on the mum when the older kid first sees them. So because if the kid's on the mum, there's a immediately, "Oh, you're stealing my mum" reaction. But if the kid's just like in the cot next to the mum, that's a hot birth tip right there.
What happened to you, Harry?
Well, I was the youngest.
Okay, that explains a lot more than I thought.
So
it
like
would.
I didn't give a shit. Like I didn't want any older or
Yeah.
younger, but I had an older, so
Okay.
I had to put up with that shit.
What the fuck?
I had a half brother too, but he
Close relationship?
From mom or dad?
Or did you figure it
from
out when you were
from
like
my
18?
dad. We haven't. No, my dad was married to a woman before my mum, and I don't really know. It's one of these things you don't get told the full story, but apparently she ran off, leaving my dad with a son, and the whole situation. I mean, this was post-war
Yes,
Germany.
women
as well.
have been hurting you since fucking before you were born.
Yeah, apparently.
Jesus.
But yeah, he the half brother, he was 13 years older than me, and he
13.
he drunk and smoked like a motherfucker, and it didn't. I think he died at like 45 or 50. So, but he
a
was,
while ago then.
by now, yeah.
Mm.
I can't do the maths, but
Man, yeah, I feel sorry for you. So this is why you're kind of reaching out and destroying pussies.
dude,
sorry. Insider joke right there. Do you want to edit that?
Yeah, we have to.
It ruined everything.
no, it's all right. Leave it.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I
Getting
didn't, re- I
back at
didn't.
You're going to die very soon if you cough like this.
I didn't really. Yeah, exactly. I'm following the path of my half brother, but yeah, no, I didn't really know him that well because he was always in Germany. He'd come over now and again. Actually, he is responsible for my first porn experiences because he showed
That's
up.
fucked up.
He showed up one time with a Commodore 64. I had a Spectrum, but he said, "I'll bring you some good
I'll
German."
bring you
Wait,
some
wait,
real
wait, wait, wait.
pixelation.
You have a what?
A Commodore 64.
No, Spectrum.
A Spectrum, not a Speculum. A Spectrum.
Spectrum.
ZX Spectrum.
Sure.
That was the computer all the kids had when I was young, because that was in England. Sir Clive Sinclair Spectrum, and then
Who's wrecked him? What? Sorry, that was bad.
you're gonna get all the angry Spectrum nerds on our podcast.
I
and
know.
Yeah,
they
but
are fanatical.
Seriously, no one is seeing this.
What?
The Spectrum and the computer. Anyway, moving on.
They're too busy exploring the dark web.
Autism spectrum.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Clive, he put us all on the spectrum. Yeah, but no. So he brings his Commodore with like this stack of like 500 discs of all these ripped games, and in there was things like strip poker. I would spend hours like getting, and it was
pixel titties.
Why am I not surprised?
It was just a pixel. It was a picture of a woman, and then you're playing strip poker, and then it's the same picture but with less clothes. Until eventually, and it's really really lower resolution than an Ericsson phone, and those. and then there was another. What else was there? There was this game called Fuck Olympics, I think it was. Where you know those things you have to wiggle the joystick, so you have to wiggle the joystick to make them fuck.
You've been doing dirty things on the internet before dirty things were invented.
Before
There
the
was
internet.
right?
There was no internet
Yeah,
then.
before the
we
internet.
exchanged data with floppy disks.
I wanked with this floppy. Here, you can wank with this floppy as well.
Yeah, but Jesus, there was, and you had so you have this thing. If you want a nerd angle, the demo scene. Have you heard of the demo scene? This is kind of a uniquely European thing. I think it has a bit in America, but basically a lot of the games were coming from the US, Japan, and also the UK. But in Germany, the demo scene happened of these guys who would rip the games, and they would put these loading sequence with their hacker name on there, and they became genius. Like they'd have like I don't know, 128K or not even that, like no space whatsoever to put this stuff. So developed all these algorithms to generate graphics, and that became a whole thing. There are these competitions still go on today around Europe. In Switzerland there's one called Bünzli, Bunz.li, and they're just a bunch of these nerds that used to do this stuff. And then they still making these like demos, these short animations with algorithms. And they do crazy shit. Sometimes they'll do like things with, I think there was one guy who made this movie using Excel. And then there was another guy who was doing something with something like a dot matrix printer, but it wasn't. It was like a piece of machinery with this. I can't remember what it was, like a photocopier, and then turning that into like some kind of animated movie, just crazy shit. And it's in this dungeon, and they've got like industrial techno playing, and there's no lights. And
just ignore my lack of enthusiasm when I ask you this next question.
Go.
Why the fuck are you telling us this?
Because this walk down memory lane was one of the most
look, we got the nerd viewers,
unsalted dinners that I've ever had.
Listen. Here's how we're doing it. We gotta hit the demographics.
Your demographic
Your
that you've chosen
yes.
is
We've
the
done the
Reddit nerds on
the
Spectrum.
Lord of the
You're
Rings.
the chosen
Oh
one.
my god, I can't wait for that comedy show when they all come out to see us. Hey,
They don't come out. That's the
don't.
thing. Why the fuck would you even play to that
they
market?
just post angry comments on
we
comedy.
need to target cat
Yeah.
fans,
Videos.
everyone. That's what we need to do.
we get like comments on YouTube for not getting the date of Easter right or something like that. Apparently I fucked up.
The spring solstice. We got the angry.
I got it wrong.
We got-
Someone
really?
got
Somebody
angry.
actually gave a fuck?
Yeah, someone got angry.
Wow.
We triggered a pagan with that.
You
one.
know what? That's a good thing, actually. I love it when the haters comment. I got a comment on We Must Loot the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
You got a hater.
I got a hate comment, yeah.
Fuck.
Why? What did they say?
Some 3D jeweler out there, private account, just commented, "Oh, the finishes are horrible," and then like a weird face. And I was like,
Really?
yeah. I was like, okay, thanks. Like,
What a douchebag.
I get it though. Like, people are jealous. But hate comments like really stick with you.
But it's like everything you do. It's like same with podcasting. It's like if you have the sound slightly wrong, you're gonna get someone going, learn some fucking audio skills, motherfuckers.
As you said that, your voice just outed the range. I could tell.
Exactly, on purpose. Just to fuck with someone's
On
eardrums.
point.
But here's something I hate: fucking scooters. I had a bad experience on the way here. because I took a
'Cause it looks incredibly sexy when you in your leather jacket.
Actually, you do look pretty good. You zoomed past me right when I was waiting for you outside. It was a little like, oh shit, Harry.
It's like
Harry
a
Fox.
boomer on a scooter with the glasses and the leather
boom
jacket.
scoot.
A boom scoot. Boom scoot.
Yeah, but-
boom scoot.
But you,
What song do you listen to when you're driving scooters?
I've got a playlist.
Rammstein.
Classical, darling.
Oh yeah,
Something
that's-
from Mozart.
Maybe I got to level it up. No, mostly I'm listening to.
no, Valkyrie from.
He's listening to polyphonic ringtones for a more nostalgic
No,
vibe.
mostly it's like some James Brown or something.
James Brown.
You gotta listen to
This is a
James.
man's world while you're on your e-scooter.
Exactly. Yeah, but
You were riding a Lime scooter. Do you guys remember O-Bike?
no,
Did we ever talk about
Bike.
rentable scooters before?
no, we've never.
Good, because in China, when I was there, O-Bikes were huge, right? It was like the start of the rentable bike scan with your app revolution. And the company made like millions overnight, right? Because they just launched their thing, put bikes everywhere. Everyone started using them throughout China. And I'm sure you've heard about the Chinese bike graves, right? The thousands and thousands of bikes stacked on top of each other in like mass graves in China. So
Jesus.
yeah, these
That and the Chinese Muslims.
yeah, so they were next to each other conveniently. You know, they can cycle there and then anyway. Jesus Christ!
And then they take bits off those.
Get out of
bikes and
Tibet,
donate.
China.
They're donating
leave
parts from
leave the
bikes.
Uyghurs alone.
So
I'm sure they're selling their kidneys too.
they
Somewhere.
fucking are.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyway, so the company made millions overnight, right? And they started investing the money smartly and making more and more and more from it. And then they just kind of gave up on the bikes at some point, and they just declared bankruptcy on O-Bike and stole everyone's deposit and stuff. And then they evacuated the building, so if you went to the front door, no one was there. Right?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So it was basically a scheme to make money quick.
A giant, amazing scheme. The second they realized they made a fuck ton, they were like, "Oh, who cares about
I'm
bikes
out.
anymore?"
I live
but
in
then
Macau now.
Yeah.
so they just all went into retirement, like enjoyed the cash.
They stole their money probably. O-Bike was here for a while as well, and
They did, yeah.
the deposit was 100 francs or some shit.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Fuck.
insane. I obviously did a student one, and I was like paid 30 or something.
Do you e-bike or e-scoot?
I do. I look like a twat. I I sometimes use them. It can be very handy to get across town really quick. When
What do you have a preferred brand?
the one that's available.
Yeah.
Oh, you do all of
It's a
them.
little bit like pussy.
Because
You're like that. It's weird. Like if you're not getting laid, that you're like that lost guy in the club. You're just like you find the next available scooter,
Yeah.
take it for a ride. You know.
but
Yeah,
it
it just
but the
doesn't
thing
matter
is-
at
I
that
wonder
point.
if some
It's
girls
like-
will come with a scannable app. You can. And guys, it could be either way. I
Can
don't
be
know.
either way.
There's
It
also
makes sense. You get all the sexual preferences. You get like,
Like again, like the menu.
yeah, exactly. But okay, a little bit.
I just think it looks incredibly dumb. Like it's very useful. I think it's very handy to get across town quick. But fuck me, you look dumb on one of those.
yeah, I hate myself every time I do it.
Every
I try
single
to look
time.
as cool as possible.
You try, but
Yeah.
again, it's trying.
No, what I do is I lean the scooter like that, and I lean back, so it looks like I'm windsurfing.
Right. Okay.
I mean, going up and
That's
down,
so cool.
going up and down the road here, like a couple of times just now, I was just thinking, like, because there are a lot of people walking between here and the station. I was just
Yeah.
like, look at these plebs walking.
Yeah, right? It takes like 15 minutes to get here, but on a scooter, it's like 2 minutes. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
But look, okay, I got some now. Can I do a quick review of different e-bike types?
Yeah, sure.
So my favorite are the tiers. You know the tier
Yeah.
scooters.
Mm.
But these fucking things, half of them just never start. Like they leave them on the map in the app, and then you walk halfway across town to find the fucking one you want, and then they go, oh, it's out of battery. So number one is those motherfuckers should take them off the map. But they're the best bikes. They're fast. They got solid brakes. They feel solid. You feel like this is shit's happening here. The birds are everywhere. You can find, but pretty much everyone
Yep.
I've been on, the brakes don't work,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
you just wobble along like fuck.
So you think that's kind of like the IKEA version
You're definitely taking your life in your hands. It's, I feel like I need
so you
to
trust the tier. Compare it to car brands. So your tier is what? Is your BMW? It's like sturdy, but they're rare.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I'd rather compare them to motorbike brands because I like often sit down on the bird scooters and put my hands like up, ride like a fucking Harley Davidson. Now that's how you ride a scooter looking sexy.
Damn.
Wow.
With Kim Kardashian on the
But
back.
I feel like on a bird scooter, you need a family. Like you need to have your family on there as well. Just sat one on the handlebars,
like you're in fucking Vietnam.
Yeah, and a chicken or a pig, like
sack of rice.
Yeah,
like just a pig just looking over the handlebars. And then you got who else? The Lime bikes. Lime fucked me here. I took a Lime bike out here. They have so they have these stupid regions that they control. You have shit, all of them, they have this thing that there's certain places you get there, like when I take a tier to Kontiki, get there, park, and then it's like, no, you can't fucking park here. And then you got to like struggle around till you find a spot where you can park.
Well, that's tough, Harry?
And then you have these retarded zones where there's some kind of like beacon.
Out of bounds zones.
No, by the stations where it slows you down to half speed. So
that's the worst.
That's
fucking awful. That is fucking horrible. This is a walking zone.
Exactly.
It makes you look even dumber.
Yeah. Now you're going the same speed as everyone else.
Go across Bahnhofstrasse, one of those dumb fucking things, and you can't park it there either.
No.
And then you're just a twat that's not walking.
Yeah,
but you're going at walking pace. Yeah,
like an old grandma is faster.
You can't even beat the tram in that situation.
Yeah.
But I just always have this feeling that it is in the company that runs these things. There is a guy watching you basically doing this, and they are all like in front of a big screen, and they're just seeing you driving towards one of those half-speed zones and go like, he's gonna go in, yes!
They're all taking bets on how dumb you are.
Exactly. Look, Harry Fox is online again. Jesus Christ, what dumb shit is he gonna do now?
And they also have to have those people, what bothers me, they don't have like solar panels on them or something, because
some do, I think.
Because they send these people around to go and pick up all the scooters.
They really do,
yeah. That's a shitty job.
I think it keeps people employed, I guess. What do you want? Do you want to go and change batteries for scooters or hand out shitty coffee at Starbucks?
Or Uber Eats your way around the town?
Well, let's talk about the xenophobia that happened around these scooters.
Xenophobia?
Yeah,
really?
or scootophobia, as I like to call it. There was a massive repulse to these scooters that happened. You don't know?
What are you talking about?
It was a foreign company introducing these foreign scooters to the city. People started vandalizing this shit hardcore. They would spray paint the QR codes and lock the wheels and break the spokes of the bike and stuff. And,
really?
Yeah, and cut the chain. And
that's
everything.
True. When they first came out, people were throwing them in rivers.
Throwing them out. Yeah. They really, because it was a Chinese company.
And I'm sure it was not young people. I think it was all old people.
It must have been.
They're just like, this is a danger to people with Zimmer frames.
That being said, though, there's a lot of, I think it's a high percentage of men are involved in accidents with scooters. It's way higher than bicycles and stuff. Because everyone drives them drunk.
It's the same thing with sledding. Skiing is already dangerous, but no one gets fucked up more than people that use the sleds.
Sledding is fucked.
It's so fucked.
I thought because people drink and then they ski and then they always break their collarbone
but they
or fall
drink
off a
heaps
mountain.
more when they sled because you're
sat
down and you feel like, because it's not that fast,
You're close to
you
the
feel
ground,
like I can take a risk or two.
Okay.
And then you bash your head in.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
it's really fucked
sledding
up.
is fucking
Damn, I thought I was a loser going sledding.
No.
I'm a badass.
My experience with sledding
dangerous.
is you either have your feet out in front to keep a reasonable speed, in which case all you're seeing is a fucking wall of snow spraying up, or you risk it and let it go, and then you got to slow down. And every time I try to slow down, I end up like with my leg bent behind me or some shit.
Here's an idea: tier for mountains.
Like tier sleds.
Yeah, tier sleds.
Then we can that'll make the
instead of charging them, you have just some dumb cunt that has to go and collect them in the valley and bring them back up.
Oh, like what? Like those? What are those snowmobiles?
Yeah.
That would be hot. I would like that.
Electric sleds.
Yeah, do you know
I
how
don't
much
understand.
that would fucking
Not,
annoy
not
you?
even electric.
Because you have like the T-bar lifts and stuff, and the people, the old school twats on that, and then there are people with these tier snowmobiles just going straight back up the piste.
Oh yeah, okay. Now that's even better. Yeah, I like this.
That's causing anarchy. That's going to cause a lot of anger.
That's going to cause a lot of fucked up brains as well.
Exactly.
Like snowboarders chasing down,
And then they go straight into someone coming up on a tier e-mobile.
It's like,
You know what? It's hard. It's like, let's face it. It's the only person who's done electric cool is probably that fat cunt Elon Musk.
you reckon though?
I think Teslas are pretty cool,
Yeah.
but it's the only electric vehicle that is.
No, the
Cool.
coolest electric car that ever existed was the Trike.
What's the trike? Oh,
Do you
wait.
remember this?
Sinclair again.
Was it Sinclair?
He first did it. It was
It was like a three-wheel car, but it still had
Real cars are never cool.
no. They looked dog shit.
Mr.
And
Beat?
it looked like it had like bicycle things in there as well, so you can charge the battery a little bit.
I think so Sinclair did this first. He took all his money from selling home computers, plowed it into these trikes that you're supposed to take on the road, and no one wanted
No,
them. Like
of
he
course
Yeah,
ruined-
but you would drive around in a fiberglass box that would protect you from exactly nothing.
Exactly.
Mm.
And I remember when they had the first, they had like headline 6 o'clock news of these things, and the frame of this thing is wobbling.
The
around.
only people that were driving those too were people that couldn't afford a Saab. It was just like architects that suddenly had this idea of going green a little bit.
Yeah, but there was a next generation. I don't know who made those. There were ones that looked like more like a capsule, and they looked kind of cool. And when I first got to Switzerland, people were still using them. Occasionally, you see one around.
Yeah, you see some weird dude sitting in like the weird little box
But it's the
Yeah.
bicycle thing.
it's the same type of person that would drive around on one of those bikes where you can lie down on.
Yeah.
Those are kind of cool.
It's so fucking weird.
Hold up though, because like I like riding those scooters. Right, I feel like if everyone just like drove less cars or rode a bicycle or electric scooter, like things would be better. No, except the one time I'm driving my scooter in Zurich on the pavement, but like away from pedestrians. Like I'm a safe driver. I don't drink anymore, either. I'm just driving. Some guy, I just hear him shout at me. He's just like, cunt.
That's the appropriate reaction, though.
yeah.
I find it's like I kind
couldn't
of
disagree.
accept that.
Yeah, I was like,
I kind of accept it. I go, yeah, I know. It's,
had
like,
that.
it's fine.
Actually, I had on a bicycle. I had an experience like that, which was which I had to turn. I made comedy out of it. Like I'm riding through Lochgut, like outside the
I'm
Houdini
glad that you
cinema,
made comedy out of it.
and this guy who's like 30, who's also got a bald shaved head. He takes a look at me, so makes eye contact as I'm riding past. And then he does a large, like fucking large, like wanker, like fat invisible cock. And he went like this. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what?
dude.
So I just
it's
made
just-
that. I had to make it into
Why do
comedy.
these things
I-
stick with us? Like it's like one little jab at our ego. It just like cuts us deep, and we're like,
You will never
"Fuck."
forget it.
No, but it was something about it was just like, it's like surreally fucking with someone.
Yeah, like when I was in Amsterdam, the tall guy, little thoughts comment.
The what?
Did I not tell you that?
Nah.
No,
No, you didn't
I
tell.
must have. I'm
No.
walking with Miriam, right? And like we're not arguing, but like I'm poking fun at her. And out of nowhere, like this short fucking dude walks by. He looks at Miriam. He's like, "You see this guy? He's a big man, but sometimes he has little thoughts." And then just walked away. I've never been so fucking humiliated in my life.
What the fuck is that guy?
If that was a roast battle, you could just drop the mic and like I would go home. I would just go home.
Roast philosophy.
Dude.
What the fuck is this?
That's but surreal street heckles because you
Fucking destroyed me.
somehow you get some sense that they saw deep into who you
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
And they're not. They're just fucking walking
Wow.
around being an ass.
I will never forget that to the day I die.
I wonder if you could do that. Just walk up to someone and just say lemons, and just walk up. That's just
Actually, this is a good tip for the short men out there. If you guys are insecure about your height, because women are heightist these days generally.
wear a Napoleon t-shirt.
No, it's just go around and insult a tall person. It's like, big man, little thoughts. You'll probably steal his girl.
Did you start qualifying your thoughts now?
I've
in
really
terms of
been deeply.
In terms of the relative height of your thoughts, you go like, is that a little thought or was it a big thought?
I should have just bent over and be like, sorry, say that again, little man.
I can't hear you. You're so far
time,
away.
Yeah, next time, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
You
that's
just-
a great thing. As even after doing comedy for years, you just go like, "Oh, I didn't have a response
Yeah,
then."
yeah.
And 3 days later, you go like,
Fuck.
That's what I should have said."
Yeah, but I mean, you've always got to do the yes and strategy. Like, I don't know. It's
Do you
just,
do that though?
What,
Are you that quick
improv?
on your feet?
I do that with
Are you that
heckling.
nimble?
No, mostly, yeah. Like,
Fucking Muhammad Ali over here.
because
Jesus.
it's the same. Like I always find it weird that comedians make it about a conflict with hecklers. I mean, occasionally you get one so bad that you know it's like you're either got to ask them to stop or it's going to ruin the show. But if anyone says anything, I'm always like, oh, thank you, like for contributing. Like,
But that turns you on usually.
it
Gives you energy.
It gives you. I mean, the basic is just like if someone was to yell out, "Yeah, you suck," I'd be like, "Oh, thank you. I didn't realize we have an expert on sucking here tonight." Like, but come with this, like not because there tends to be this like, "Oh, who the fuck said that?" reaction, and that puts you in no mode, which blocks your brain. If you're grateful for any heckle, you immediately just go with the flow, and you take it. Usually, I mean, usually with comedians, if someone thought they had something funny to say, they don't know how deep we can go on fucked up.
What was your favorite one? The one from CK that you always wanted, that he always had. CK has like I can't believe I'm saying this fucking name. He has this comeback he's been saving for the right person.
Oh, I haven't heard of it.
You haven't heard that one?
No,
Something
no.
you haven't heard from CK?
Yeah.
Wow.
We had a funny.
That was worse.
We had a funny moment in Basel when he was there. Is that someone brought a fucking baby to the show?
Who brings a baby to a CK show?
You have to
And they
teach
were
them.
Why would you tempt Louis CK like that?
They were sat.
Wow.
Exactly. They were sat in the front row.
No, I meant it from like a pedophile viewpoint, Harry.
I don't think he's a pedophile, but he there's you get
What
more
did he- yeah, okay.
you get more satisfaction out of harassing a mature adult. you watch,
He knows, he's aware.
You can see the full emotional
the feeling.
range.
Yeah.
No, but no, and it was funny as well. I mean, the first comedian already addressed it. So it gave Louis like 20 minutes to work out baby material, and he fucking nailed it. Like he just came out, and instead of going like, "Why the fuck?" he's like, "Well, thank you for bringing a baby," and he goes, "I swear to think about this baby's like 9 months old. Like, how many cocks is it going to suck in its life?" If it's a girl, there's going to be quite a few cocks. Of course, if it's a boy that's into cocks, there's going to be a lot of cocks.
Some unsolicited cocks
Yeah.
from a powerful comedian.
He did.
Unwillingly.
Ah, come on. Move on already.
Come on, Harry.
I think we just showed people his dick. I mean, it's a
No, we had this conversation. We're
like,
not going back.
It's like
No.
Doug Stanhope.
Moving on.
Have you been, we did.
Savile
yes,
just grabbed that girl in front of the camera. Anyway, my favorite comeback ever, Russell Brand. There's during one of his specials, he's like having this back and forth with an audience member. He's like, "I recognize the mental illness in you. You know, we're the same." He's like, "So after the show, I just want you to write your opinion on a piece of paper." And you know, take it and fold it into a tiny ball, and then just shove it up your asshole. I love that one.
How did you react to the guy that made the big wanking gesture? Did you say thank you, or did you do the pussy licking sign, or
At the time, like now, I would have probably got off and I don't know.
bashed him?
not bashed him, but
Showed him your giant cock.
yeah, maybe just
Just
Louis
let it out.
C.K. that motherfucker.
Like
Slap his face with it.
a little elephant's trunk.
Say, guess what? You're right.
Give him a Indiana Jones whip.
From 10 feet
Dick.
away. You didn't
You should
see.
have just tied him and dragged him behind your bike with your dick, you know.
And then just unload on his face and say, "Hi, you didn't see that coming, motherfucker."
He's blind.
No,
If only we could go back
no,
in time.
actually, I just carried on riding, and it like took a couple more seconds to register what had just happened. Actually, I think it was actually the other end. No, I was walking, and he was on the bike. That's why there was no like he was.
He could get away quickly.
So, yeah, actually, exactly.
Ah,
He
the
did
story
it-
changes.
He did it one-handed on one
Coward.
of those fucking hipster bikes with like converted racing bike. So
Coward.
and he was right next to a tram track, and I was actually also kind of impressed that he took the risk to do this on a bike.
He put
It
his
would have
life in
been
danger.
extremely funny if he hit that track.
And that would have been epic.
You just walk over his like limp body and just be like,
Yeah, and just pee on him, like just say no words, just pee.
Nothing says I hate you more than pissing on someone.
Well, it depends. Sometimes
Wondering-
it's done
I was
as
wondering if you go with this.
a loving gesture.
Mm-hmm.
But
This warm feeling for a split second.
But wait, different topic. Have you guys? Do you know that there are women with big clits?
Yes.
What's the biggest? Have you had to deal with a big clit in your time?
hold up, Harry. Where did this just come out?
It just dicks.
Oh,
big
you
dicks.
know,
Big
just
clits.
dicks and babies and plits. What the fuck?
I've never. Let's say I've never encountered a lady with a big one. Have you?
I don't know. I don't
Have
want
you
to
ever-
follow you into this weird locker room.
Have you ever been? Has that ever happened to you guys? I'm just curious.
I just different ones.
What happened, Harry?
What,
I'm
what,
not, I'm
what do you
just-
want to know?
I'm just starting a.
How to deal with it?
This
Were
is-
you fearful
It's
of the might of the lip?
It's a new.
Or do clits intimidate you, Harry?
No.
Have you?
Although if
When it's bigger, it's easier for
if
you to
it's one
find,
like
Harry.
the size of a thumb, like I might be.
Then you know where it is. You'll be fine.
But I'd be. I mean, I'd be tempted to like I don't know, treat it like a red clown nose. Go.
Yeah, this is why you should not have sex. The level of juvenile.
Bring one of those clown horns and you hold it behind you. Give it a squeeze and squeeze her, and she's freaking out. But do women have clitoral envy the way guys have about dicks? Like, I think it works in reverse, doesn't it? It's like they want a smaller clit, not a bigger one. Look, it's a whole range of. Someone put the thought in my head
No one did.
recently.
No one ever did.
I've never thought about big clits before.
If you're
I thought about
you-
big nips.
okay,
but
if you
not,
put a, would you? Is it technically a blowjob if you're putting one of those big ones in your mouth?
I don't know. Actually, that's interesting because you probably have to do the head movement. Like at some point, it's getting gay.
How big does it have to be before it gets gay?
It gets gay when it is erect and
When it comes in your face, then you know.
You give it a little.
I know what happened.
It's like damn.
I know what happened. Harry sucked someone off.
Oh, Harry, it must have been a clit.
It was a clit. It was a really big clit.
It was really dark.
And so the ovaries were kind of outside.
I could cup the ovaries in my hand. You sucked a dick, Harry. It's not a big. Although technically you're not wrong because we all start out as female. You know that, right? There's an embryo, so the clit just develops into a penis. Technically,
But I wonder. I mean, I haven't done the research on this.
So
It's
wait,
just
what are you saying there? That so the clit is version 1
yeah.
and the penis is version 2.
That's
So therefore
literally-
the improved version.
I wasn't going to go that way. I was going to say technically, gender is an illusion.
and then a big clit is what like a
version 1.5.
Do you think women
Yeah,
are
it's
proud
the-
of big clit energy? the thought process you guys had to go through.
I feel like big clit energy is just that everything is too sensitive. Do you know what I mean? Like big clit energy is walking down the street slowly, trying not to let your trousers rub
It's like
on.
riding an e-scooter and just going on.
The vibrations of these cobblestones are really doing it for me.
I can't believe you made us say these things, Harry. This is all your fault.
I love big clit energy, though.
Can I just say that someone put that thought in my head, and they may be watching this, and I just want to say fuck you to that person for putting us in this place. But it's funny. And Christian just snorted.
Oh my god! I don't think I've ever heard him
We
snort
gotta
before.
snort on the podcast. And congratulations to this man. He's had his birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, dude!
Yeah.
Officially on the podcast.
Time is linear.
How old do you know?
31. Nah.
What I want to know is your famous ball spit gonna adapt
With the age,
with the age?
they drop lower and lower.
But you adapt the joke.
Ball spit.
No, why?
Like one day it's like, so I'm going at it and my balls are slapping her in the eyes.
Yeah.
they go all
They
the way
just get
around.
longer and longer.
Look, I mean,
It's Japanese bondage, but with your balls.
at some point I will have to address it. I have to have ball sack surgery or something. It's like nip tuck that shit.
Your balls are too heavy, man.
Yeah.
Just watch out for a
It's been too
contusion.
heavy for years.
You need a ball bra.
A ball bra.
Yeah.
There we go, Harry. That's our next big fucking $1 million idea. The ball bra.
Yeah, actually, because it's got to be done right. Because the problem with those brief pants, they hold your balls too close to your body and it kills the sperm. Like
That's a real problem for us.
Ball bra.
That's such a problem for me, Harry. My childless future expects that I'm taking care of my balls. Fuck that shit, man.
Put them wherever you want, dude.
But still, ball bra. We got to design. It's got to have like
We'll
some.
call it underwear.
We got to, and it's got to have.
You're onto something there, Dean. Yeah. Harry, how about not free balling for once?
Yeah. Mr. Commando over here.
Yeah.
That's the
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's. And we just have pictures of African tribal women just to demonstrate.
Fuck, what are you on about?
What are you talking about?
No, because okay, this is borderline.
Yeah, African tribal women. Carry on.
You know the ones.
Yeah.
You know,
dig
this'll
that
go-
hole. Dig that hole a little bit deeper.
Yeah, so
you
be big on Reddit.
You know these pictures.
These
You know,
pictures. Yep.
The pictures of like tribes in Africa where the women don't wear bras and the boobs are hanging
How
down to the waist.
unnatural.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
the most unnatural.
And you look at that
And
and
then you
think,
have a white colonial woman standing next to them, being really impressed that they can go with free the nip kind of vibes.
but they wore a bra all their life, so the gravity didn't
Or a
take the same
corset.
effect.
More impressive
And that's-
though. Sorry.
But that's how you sell underwear. Like you said,
You just put a black woman, tribal African woman with
Jesus
hanging
Christ.
tits.
don't let this
And
happen to
say-
your balls.
United Colors of Benetton. Wear a bra. Those guys are a bunch of dick racists. though.
You are onto something there, because what would be better than a ball cupping brand having a Formula One team?
What? What do you mean?
So, do you remember when Benetton was a Formula One brand?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have
Make them
something
the fastest on Earth.
the fastest ball sack. It's just a massive design. It's
What
just
would
a
the-
massive ball sack on the car. Just
Nice. What would the Michael Schumacher ad look like? It'd just be him standing there in his ball bra with a helmet on.
Actually, weird question. When women transition to men,
That's
like,
okay.
do
That's
they
offensive.
do they add the balls, or do they just give them a cock?
Jesus Christ, Harry. Did you know what Google is, my friend?
I thought
Just
you would.
fucking
I
Google
thought
it.
you guys would know this.
Oh, we
stuff.
do know.
What, yeah.
But they don't transition from women to men. That's the first problem right there.
Really?
Yeah.
No, they are men.
They are already a man. Now they're just changing their biology, I believe. That's the
but
correct
that's
way to
just
say it.
okay. Whatever. The workout. You give me the workout.
Yeah,
Let's
this
talk
is the
about the
word.
mechanics.
You
I
want to talk
know-
about the mechanics? Have you seen the operation from penis to vagina, which apparently is a lot easier than constructing the penis?
It's easier to dig a hole than to build a
They
pole.
cut the head off. I've seen the animation. It's disgusting. They chop a head off, then they slit it.
the animation.
They do a medical animation of it. So this is how doctors learn about fucking surgery. They watch medical animations. They chop the head off, then they slit it down the middle, and then they just invert it in like that.
It's like peeling a banana.
It's exactly what it is. Here's a weird question.
Yes.
Have you ever touched one that isn't real, from either genders
Not that.
or whatever?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
I've touched a fake titty.
I've done that. Yeah. Yeah. That. Is that when a woman transitions from a woman to a woman? Like,
I've never seen Christian look like a teenage boy before. I touched a fake titty once.
oh my god.
I was really proud.
For a second there, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. But there was something.
Oh my god. Okay, Harry, any more educational
Did you
questions
hear about?
need?
Oh wait, did you hear about the guy that had a dick growing on his arm?
Yes.
This is a crazy
That came
story.
out this week.
Yeah. There's even a documentary about
6 years.
Naturally.
it. 6 years a dick on his.
Did it start as a mole or something?
No,
Most dicks do.
I got one that I can question.
You want to tell it?
No, you go.
So he had
What'd you call it, Harry?
some kind of infection. What his dick fell off, or they had to
Or they
remove
grew it. They grew it on his arm.
And I'm not, did they actually take his dick and stick it on his arm, or actually grow a new dick on his
I
arm?
didn't go in that much detail. I was just focused on the fact that there was a penis on his arm.
So-
that
so
when he was waving at
It
the
was
bus.
for some reconstructive surgery. Maybe they took his old dick and stuck on it. Maybe they just constructed something
Yeah.
that looked like a dick,
Yeah.
and they had it on his arm. And then he
Why his arm though?
Because it was just a place where there's plenty of loose skin, I guess, or whatever.
Okay.
And
In your case, they could use your forehead.
yeah, that would be a little.
Unicorn.
But the fucked up shit was he then had some blood complication, and they couldn't.
Oh, that's
They
the fucked up
couldn't
shit.
put it back where his dick was.
So he just left it there?
So it took 6 years until he was ready to have the. So
6 years.
and it's this English guy who's going, yeah, it was a bit odd down the pub, you got a dick on your arm, but you get used to it.
I like that.
That's Larry with the dick on the arm.
The dick arm Larry.
But they didn't answer the questions like, A, was he jacking off for the dick on his arm? And B, did he fuck anybody with? Someone
But here,
definitely.
I was just about to ask, how good is his shoulder strength?
Yeah.
Like, just
Although,
this.
I think it wasn't in, like they've reinstalled it in its correct location. They've had to give him some kind of hand pump to create an erection.
Oh, they do that. One of the testicles become a air pump. You've never heard that? You squeeze one of your balls, it just goes. That's why it's the perfect place to put it.
I didn't know about that.
It feels like this dick is sponsored by Nike Air.
Oh god, yeah.
That's the ad.
Good on you.
I touched
dick
a
arm.
fake tit once.
That's a thing. Inflatable boobs. Like if you have a hand pump for some fake titties.
Depending on the dress that you're wearing.
Yeah, that would be.
I guess this all ties together in the grander scheme of things. As technology is progressing, as we're converting from walking to e-scooters, we can go from like natural dicks and fake penises to electric boobs and electric cocks.
But
Yeah.
Isn't the circle of life beautiful?
It's fucking gorgeous.
when you get like a.
The Tesla of
Yeah,
dicks.
exactly. You go out on the street, you scan a dick, you can borrow it for 15
Yeah,
minutes.
man. Yeah.
You're paying.
You gotta plug in your next to your iPhone charger is a dick charger.
I think the next level is then that we go full on altered carbon.
Yeah,
And you
exactly.
just change the body completely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I know what Harry. It's a question I was going to ask, but I already know the answer. Harry, what's the first augmented piece of body wear you would replace? I already know.
No, not bit by bit.
You would get a big clit.
If I could do,
Just as you can touch yourself and see how it feels.
just wave it around. Check out what I can do.
Flap,
But
flap, flap.
I think a big clit. I think they don't grow much bigger than a thumb. Like it's.
Have you
What
ever
are you
Googled this?
talking
Why-
about?
I haven't.
You haven't Googled any of this. You're coming to us asking. Now we have to reveal the fact that we've Googled this shit before and tell you. Some of them are bigger than penises, Harry.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
I've
They
seen
can
some
get
big
really,
ones.
really big.
how big? Like,
Why do I feel like we're the older brothers
It's
describing fucking porn to Harry?
like
When it's not, usually it's the other way around.
I thought you finished porn.
Yeah.
So you should
I
know
thought
this
you-
shit, man.
Why
yeah,
haven't you
this is
Googled
why
any of
this is why
this?
I'm so fascinated because I didn't have
You
time.
had no clue about clitorises, and now you're coming to us for advice. I do appreciate
But
that.
are there baby arm clits out there?
Yeah,
Like-
there are. They're big
Sure.
ones.
Like
Sure,
see-
baby
they
arm.
actually
Yes,
start-
let's go with baby arm.
6 inch. Like
I wonder what the
and
biggest
are-
one is.
wait, and are they growers or showers as well? Like
Depends, it's also an organ that reacts to erection. So, again.
fuck, it's a whole thing.
The whole thing. There's,
Do you have like
It's a whole thing.
do you have
Yes, Harry.
like do you have like
it
Donald
is.
Trump? You have a mushroom clit or something like that.
Chode. What's the chode version of a clit?
Yeah, exactly.
Just
it's like one of those tree mushrooms or something. I don't know.
Fuck me. It's an inverted atomic bomb explosion.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mom.
All right.
Fuck, I haven't been drinking. This feels horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't even blame it on.
All right. Any plugs?
Is that
Back to
where
the
we're just
plug.
gonna land it?
Yes. We have 17th, 18th, and 19th of May. The great Bilkia Babylons is going to be in town. She will be doing Bern on the 17th, Basel on the 18th, and Zurich on the 19th. All tickets are available on my Instagram profile or on English Stand Up.
Nice.
For me, one of our friends of the podcast, Anne, has a new studio in Zurich. Today is the open day on this recording, but you guys can go check it out anytime. It's in Wattstrasse 3 in Zurich. Check it out on Facebook, I believe. New studio space, going to be very cool.
Maybe
Bubble yoga.
Maybe we do
that.
Let's do a live shout out with Instagram Live after this.
Dudes, I wanted to ask, would you guys, we have done sessions with her online before. Would you guys be up to go to an actual yoga class? Because
Yeah.
we had this discussion before.
Yeah, obviously.
Totally.
What about
Let's
that?
discuss admin. And we're coming to your new studio soon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
and then I guess another plug. Sorry.
Go.
Were you going to say something?
no, go ahead.
I'll be in Amsterdam again
You can't. What are you setting
next
up?
week.
Are you become a drug mule? What's going on here?
I'm in Amsterdam again.
Do we need to
This
investigate
time I'm
your
going to
asshole?
actually shout out the proper comedy venues and comedy scene
Ah, cool.
there, and then okay,
Yeah, hit them up.
yeah,
Let's make it happen.
whatever.
Hit them up.
Meanwhile, In Your Face is happening. Will come out Sunday after this podcast is released. So get down to In Your Face. It's a nice Sunday night open mic. Yeah.
Tickets where?
Tickets on Eventfrog, but the links will be on. Check it out on Instagram.
Yeah, because you're doing tickets now.
Yeah, because
Because what?
let's say I'm going to say this cautiously.
No, say it with fucking vigor. Say it with your big clit energy.
I came to the Easter show with a lot of love in my heart. To like, we're going to make a great show. People are going to have fun, and the crowd made me question my faith in humanity. They
sacrificed a Jew.
Let's say they took much and gave little. So it now I'm thinking about.
I've had
now
relationships
it's
like
tickets.
that.
Mm-mm-mm.
But they were. I mean, I don't want to knock these people. It was an Easter weekend that a lot of alcohol had been consumed before the show. It's
not a time of giving. it's
a time of taking.
Apparently, it's a time.
And I took it.
Wait for Christmas, you know.
Sadly.
All right.
Yes.
Cool. Final words. I touched a fake titty. Bye.